man. I don't know why it's giving it to me. There it is. Alright. Let's see who's on here. Did anybody beat me? That's right. Oh, man. Yeah, somebody already beat me. Golly. Y'all are fast. What's up, Daniel? How you doing? Oh, man. Yeah, so I'm already back in the shop. Roger, what's up, boss? Yep. Homer, how you doing? Oh, here you go. Sorry, guys, I ain't had my coffee yet. I had to go turn it on. You know what, man? I was working too hard, hardly working, one of the two. I don't know what it is. But, let's see. So, got a few stories to talk about. Just waiting for a little more people to get on the channel. And let's see. No, well, they're already set up for it. Alright, so I learned with this coffee maker you can brew it strong, so I'm brewing it strong. See where we're at on guys in the channel. There we go. Alright, so there's 14 of y'all are watching. Byron, Camilo, Aaron, Brandon, Robbie, John, yep, Craig. How you doing, guys? Oh man. Yeah, I was wondering where you were, Byron. It's been a minute. Did you ever get to look at the videos of the reel that finally came in? Let's see, who else? Yeah, it's been pretty crazy over here, guys, trying to go live in the mornings, but right now I'm pretty set up on a lot of the weights that I got to get broken right now, so I'm going to try and get an idea of where I'm at and what I need to pour, because since Jeff is not working in the back, I got to do it, especially since my workers ain't showing up at a regular time and we're here when I need them to be, so pretty good. There you go. Dang, Brian. Well, prayers going out to you and your family, bro. Hopefully I'll get through it pretty quickly. Is it your first time getting it, or have y'all gotten it before and this is a follow-up? Yeah. What's up, Zion? How you doing? Good morning. Yep. So after my coffee is set up, I'll go and start with the updates of what stories we've been hearing and stuff like that. I'm actually waiting on a progress report. Let me check them real quick, see if it's gonna come through. That was a pretty crazy story. see. Reminded him to give us a heads up of what's going on with that story. I'm trying to find out, Brandon. Actually, my buddy's working over there, so we're gonna figure that out here pretty soon. Just gotta find my cup. If not, I'm gonna have to use one of these regular cups. But I want a big cup of coffee. I need my cup. Where's it at? Let's see. Give me a second. I'm gonna take out a look. Yes, sir. My cup was up front. Let me wash this up real quick. Oh. All right. No. All right. Let's see. Has he chimed in yet? Dang it. Oh, wow. All right, John, you have a good one, boss. Sorry, I was kind of waiting for everybody, and I didn't know my coffee was going to take this long. So there you go. I'm getting it rigged up right now. I'm waiting on heads up on the hammerhead report, but also the other deal I wanted to talk about was a redfish fillet picture that was posted up by Nick Myers, which is pretty interesting. You got to think that fish will eat top waters and stuff like that. We catch a lot of fish on top water, so this one, it ain't too far off, but after doing some further research, a lot more people have been reporting them in. So it's got me thinking of an idea of what to use for bait next time for bull reds. I don't know, it may work. It may just work. A lot of that freshwater tactics work in saltwater too, so. Yeah, first box on TV. Nice, cool deal. Thank you very much. So, reading something about a volcano. I have not been able to watch the news or anything lately, guys, so I don't know what's going on. All right, Craig, you be careful out there, man. We've got some pretty good guys that work with us doing HVAC and stuff like that have really helped us out of some pinches over here and stuff, so it does help. But come on, let's see if he's texting me back. Nothing yet. But, so what are y'all thoughts on that hammer? I mean, for one, they didn't land it, so how do they know the size? And two, I mean, did they actually see it? Or, you know, there's so many unanswered questions on this, so I can't wait to actually talk with them to find out what's going on with it, but I'm looking at that. And then two, obviously in the ship channel, man, I used to work security for some of the refineries there, and we had some positions where we were actually at the docks, and I loved that. What do you call it? That post. I really liked that one because over there I could sit there and just look at the water and see big reds, big trout, black drum, sheephead. I mean, monster sized fish. Because over there, nobody really gets to fish them unless you're on a boat or on a barge that's not that you're not on the main line. But if you're on a barge or whatever, you can fish all you want, which is, it's crazy on it, but it does it. And yeah, so I know the potential that those waters can produce. Now for shark and stuff like that, obviously it's deep water, so there can be some huge fish in there and stuff like that. I don't know, but it's kind of like that guy with the surfboard. He was it California or something like that? He had a bait rigged up with, hooks and wire, and threw it into the water and jumped in with his surfboard and surfboard a great white shark. Pretty cool and all, but it's dumb because he had two hooks in there with wire. So obviously the shark ate both. So what's going to happen with that shark later on when those hooks are still in his mouth for a while. We haven't heard of a shark after that washing up or dying, but then again too, it just depends how far deep out did he go. Did he get eaten by other sharks or anything like that? Some of these stunts need to have a think through of what can happen to the fish afterwards and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know, but one of the other things was, did y'all see the rat that was eaten by a redfish? They found it on a redfish that was filleted up, and yeah, that was pretty interesting. That's what I was talking about, the going to some freshwater baits to use in saltwater. So the only bad thing is with those freshwater baits, we're gonna have to change up the hooks to actually saltwater hooks, because those freshwater hooks don't. They're not made for the guys that we target. Yeah, and you also see the finger mullet or whatever, pony mullet that was in the belly as well. So. How much water did they put in there? Maybe for 10 or 12 cups, we'll find out. Hopefully I didn't add in too much more water to take it over, because they already had some in there. But we were running the jackhammer, so couldn't really run the coffee pot at the same time. They could have just disconnected the microwave and gone from there. Oh man, but we got a lot of pompano rigs going up. They're pre-rigging the floats, so that way when they take them to the leaders, they're ready to go. Give you an idea. The hard float ones, though, they can't do that with, so they have to do those as they build them, because they slip and move so easily on there. These, I made a smaller hole in them, so it's a lot easier to work with. Oh, and I got the phone up front. Give me just a second, guys. Well, we'll probably get 3 separate calls today, because normally that's the way it happens. They call about 3 times from 3 different numbers, from wanting to see my Google listing. Yes, sir. We got some coffee going. Y'all relax right there. So, this one's got a light hazelnut and chocolate blend to end your day. Whoa! No, I need one to start my day. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Come on. How many cups are in there? Normally I'm doing something else, so it doesn't feel as long and stuff like that. What's up, Camilo? Yeah, yep. Yeah, I saw it on his Facebook page, and that's where the picture came out, but because I downloaded the regular picture, for the thumbnail, it was literally just a portion of the pic, so I put in there where it shows the rat and the mullet portion. But like I said, I was reading the comments and then, just doing some research on my own, and it ain't the first time that people have caught redfish with rats in them, so it just gives you an idea, guys, that may have to change up a topwater lure to one of them fake rats. I don't know, it might be the ticket. So see what other kind of fish will go after it, because I know they do it for pike and bass, so we'll see. I'm definitely tempted. I like the idea of what's going on with that. So, what's up, Craig? How you doing, boss? Yeah. So where are we at? We're on 18 of y'all watching. We are at 10 thumbs up is what I got. So, how about y'all guys? What's some crazy fishing stories that y'all have heard and or seen? So. There you go. The black and musky eat rats. Black bass, yeah. Aren't the black bass the ones that get really big? Those are the ones that get like 15 pounds, 17 pounds and stuff like that. That would be something else to inquire about. I mean, obviously the one about yesterday talking about the weighing a fish on a boat, is it legal for a world record? That was a really good question. Now we can head back to the front. Hopefully I can hold all of this all at the same time. What's the biggest black bass? Wow, 25 pounds. Jesus. That's got to be in the 20-inch range at least, almost 30. They have a length on that one? Okay. All right, so I'm back to the front. Let's see. Yeah, so dang, 25-pound bass. Woo-wee, that's a monster right there. Yeah, and I left so quickly yesterday. Our Christmas drawing right here is at $280. Our Christmas fundraiser is at $1,364.50. That was a big shout out to Brandon for last night's win and donation of his winnings to the pot. Also, too, don't forget, Brandon, get with Jacked Up Leatherworks. You got a 30% discount on his gear there. And then I also came up with an idea for if we can hit $1,000 on our weekly raffles on the fire raffles, that I will donate a 50% discount coupon with Jacked Up Leatherworks. So that way y'all can get some gear from him as well. also too, we've got that deal where every fire drawing gets 15% donated to the Christmas fund, so it just looks like a great opportunity for us to raise money faster. Let's see. Wow, all right. So what are y'all up to over there, Patrick? Halibut, lingcod, crab, rockfish. Damn it, nice. Thank you for that confirmation there, Jaime. So we got another Jaime, new name on here. Awesome. Welcome aboard, boss. Buenos dias también. So, yeah, no, I've done some bass fishing when I was younger, but I never really got hot and heavy into it because it was just a long drive, and at that time didn't have a way to get to the lake as easy it was for me to get to the saltwater over here, so that it was kind of just a availability of access that kept me fishing saltwater. So oh man, if y'all can y'all see the steam coming off? Oh, that's good. Man, that's some good coffee. And I stayed away from it because I thought it'd be calming, but it's just really good. So, no, I asked a question earlier about crazy fishing stories. What's y'all's craziest fishing story that y'all have heard? And let's keep it real, guys, because if not, I'll have to bust out the one of the catching the shark, and when we gutted it, we had the lantern on, you know. Yes, sir. Oh, okay. Yeah, so like I said, all I'm doing is fine-tuning these 3-ounce pyramids just so I can get an idea. Actually, I should be breaking those too so I can get an idea on those, and we can come fine-tune these later. I think I'm going to have to do that, guys, just so I can get through these buckets, because right now I got 3 buckets filled with weights, and I need a better game plan. Yes, I'm going to do that. All right. Give me a second. Let me go grab another bucket. I'll use this way too. I can get an idea of how many that I do have available, and I'm going to keep these in a separate bucket because they are clean, and I don't want to mix them back up with those. Oh, did I bring the other bucket? Okay. No, Jeff hasn't called me for breakfast, not yet. Camila, you caught that fish also? Yeah, I limited. Now, Roger, come on, man. I don't know if you can beat my limited out of hardhead day. Okay. Yeah, no, so let's see a fishing story. Trying to think of one I haven't told y'all yet. Let's see. Trying to think. I've told y'all quite a bit of fishing stories. I told you about the guy that outfished us with the Coca-Cola bottle out at Cole Park when I was younger. And salmon fishing in Delta, it was in there. Dang it. Well, I gotta ask. You say you've been fishing now for 10 years, and you never saw anybody catch one with that kind of lure, or no? Excuse me, my allergies are kicking my butt this morning. Well, I've used Coca-Cola bottles and 3 liters and gallon jugs as floats all the time for shark rigs. But no, this guy was fishing with a Coca-Cola bottle with line on it, and he was just dropping straight down and catching drum. He caught drum, black drum, red drum, sheephead, and even a flounder right there. And I'm talking all of them were just massive. And he was using a little piece of shrimp, just a little piece like that, and just dropping it down. I looked at him like he was crazy until he started going like this. Trout, red, drum. And he did that for hours, like 2 or 3 hours of just, I mean, his stringer was loaded. So I started dropping my line right there too, but I guess I was using too big of a hook and they were seeing it or whatever, but yeah. No, he tore it up just by using a Coke bottle and a small hook. So, let's see. I want to get all these out of there. Let me start with this first. No, he didn't need an avet. Mr. FTW, what's up, boss? Sit on the TV for video. Yep, that's what he was doing. I've done it a few times, actually, but I was using a baby wipes container because I broken off and I already reset up that rod. But when I reset up that rod, I caught the line back and I looked in my tackle box to see if I had anything to tie it off to, and I didn't have any bottles or anything, so the only thing I could find was a thing of baby wipes. And so I I started wrapping the line around the baby wipes. But when I pulled it in, I had a drum or a red, and I was like, okay. So I threw it right back out the same distance that it had on there, so it stopped right here, and I wrapped it around the rock. So when the rock moved like that, I went and grabbed the line and caught a red. I caught one of each. It was a red and a drum. I just don't remember in exact which order it was, but yeah. And I did a video on it because I had, 8, custom rods with avets sitting right around, 10 feet away from them. And they hadn't even turned a click yet while I was catching all the fish up front with that thing of baby wipes. Barely getting up. Long night last night, Mr. FTW at work. Oh yeah, you work the night shift right now, right? What's up, Ray? How you doing, boss? No, I haven't. There's a deal going on. I'm still trying to figure out which rods they are going to carry and which ones they aren't. But like the way things are going, it looks like I'm going to start going straight to the distributor, because if they're not going to carry the rods I normally fish with, then I'll just go straight from the distributor that manufactures the rods for them and get them built for us, and go from there. So I'm sorry I hadn't had a chance to follow up with that, because like I said, with Jeff being down with one arm, I'm having to carry an extra weight, literally, and fill the position he normally fills in the back. And he's doing what he can to help me up here in front with the leaders and stuff like that. It's pretty hard with one broken hand and stuff. You can't really position things the way you like. And he's doing the best he can, but I'm definitely going to keep trucking forward for sure. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Sometimes you just have to have a night of y'all. Me and the wife actually, we went out to her car and put on the iPad, and we were sitting there watching TV, chilling out in the car and stuff like that. We allowed one of our daughters to sleep up in our room, so that we didn't want to keep her up with the TV on and stuff. So it was cool. Cool night. It's a little just breakaway with me and her and stuff. So. Oh man, stop cussing at us, Craig. Good luck, man. I know I'm already here, and I think I've been able to luck out by being able to go live with y'all guys, because I was really, for a while there, I was really worried how the channel was going to do, because all I could do was the lives, and since I really hadn't been able to do them, or really didn't focus on doing them, I didn't know how well it was going to work out for me. But it's really going good. So I'm going to keep doing it until I can. I like editing the videos though. I like doing some snap, crackle, and pop on those. Definitely getting some pointers from our friend with the knife sharpening shop. If y'all haven't checked out his channel too, you gotta check it out. Doc Holiday. Yeah, he's got a pretty good channel, man. Sharpening knives and just the jokes he cracks and cuts that he puts in there is pretty awesome too. So. Yes, sir. That's the way it was. It was very nice. It was a cool deal for us. What do you have in shop right now? I don't think I have any Vexins in house right now, boss. To tell you the truth. Like I said, with everything that was going on with getting ready for Sharkathon and getting all the Team Hard Life rods in, the avets. I spent a small fortune, probably about 25K, if not a little more, on all the reels, all the line, and just gearing up for Sharkathon and stuff. Sales didn't shoot way up there like I had hoped, but it's better to shoot high and fall a little short than not shoot high at all and never even hit the short. But you gotta spend money to make money, that's for sure. Yes, Alex Raptors have come in. I got purple, I've got green, black, red, and I think that's it. No blue, no gold, no silver. Which color are you looking for, boss? I don't know if he's texting me back or not, but he's not on the channel. Normally he chimes in with the hammerhead report. They're probably having a safety brief this morning, so that's going to be pretty interesting. Let's see. More than likely it is. I just, like I said, I haven't even had a chance to look at the paperwork to see whose is what. But I will make a note of that because I got a few things to check on. And I'll check on that today. I do got to send out an email to our possible new sponsor. Definitely get that going. And actually, I'll check here in a minute. Just let me get this bucket off my lap because I don't want it to fall and hit me in the feet or something. I was pouring 3 ounce at the same time I was pouring 2s, and I just found a couple of 3s right there. Alright, so crazy little story. We were out at Red Dot Pier one night, and I was using the fish bites. Well, we were catching drum, and then we get a call from our teammates that they were over there at the packery, and they were hooking up left and right. So we're like, you know what, let's go ahead and go over there, because we were catching drum at Red Dot, but not fast. It was real slow. And he told us, he goes, no, man, dude, we can't keep a line in the water. And I was like, all right, I like the sound of that. It gives me a little bit more catching ability. So we run out there. And when we get out there, they're hooked up. There's a double hookup right in front of me. So I started looking at them, and I started rigging up my rods and started getting them out there. And then, you know, obviously, by the time I get my second rod in the water, first rod takes off. They were already rigged up, so I was already, you know, getting them in the water pretty quick because I had my 3 rods from Red Dot. And then, so we started hooking up left and right. Well, our buddy Daniel Kavanaugh, he was a Navy, I forgot his position, but he worked on something with having to do with the boat engine or something like that. And so he comes out there, he walks out there because he got dropped off since we were there. Well, he starts fishing with us, and he hooks up a drum, and it's like 22 inches. I look at it, I said, throw it back. I said, we're gonna catch bigger. He's like, what do you mean? This is my biggest fish. I was like, throw it back, trust me, it'll pay off. I said, you know, we can't cull fish once it's on the stringer, and we're only keeping any, you know, stuff that are 25 inches or bigger. So everything on our stringer was 25 to 30 inches, depending on what species it was, obviously. And so we went from there. Yeah, you should have seen the look on his face. He didn't want to throw it back, but he did. Because I wasn't going to let him put it on the stringer. And so I didn't really give him a choice. But then his next fish was like 28 inches. I said, see, no, there you go. Now put that on the stringer. So we started loading up the stringer. Well, needless to say, after a few hours, it came to midnight, so we waited because we already had our limits. And then after midnight, we started up a secondary stringer. And we hooked up a lot of fish that day, guys. And we were home by like 3 in the morning, but we had double limits of red drum, we had sheephead. I think there was a couple of reds in there, not too many, like maybe 1 or 2, and that was about it. But it was all black drum, but all great deeper sizes. So. But we also figured out too that they didn't want shrimp; they just wanted fish bites. If you put shrimp and fish bites out there, you caught the smaller drum that were less than 20 inches. If you could put fish bites out by itself, you were catching the 25 to 30 inches. So that was the interesting part of that fishing trip. Like, we started seeing them, and so we stopped using shrimp and started catching bigger fish. One XL, big XL one. Okay, Patrick, I don't understand your comment, boss. Oh, excuse me. Man, a cinnamon roll would go really nice right about now, or even a glazed cinnamon twist. Those would be nice. All right, looks like I finished off that bucket. Nope, got one more. Okay, so in Texas, the only rule I have seen is for freshwater that you cannot have more than 100 hooks combined with any of the devices that you're using. Say you're using trout lines or casting rods or whatever, you cannot be using more than 100 hooks. I haven't seen anything for saltwater, so we can use as many as we want, unless you're fishing on a pier or something that has its own stipulations. Like when we fish Causeway Pier, we can only use 3 rods while fishing the tournament. You can take more if you have more people. Like me, when I go out there and I have my kids with me, I take extra rods for them. But too, with the tournament going on, I let the guys know, and I usually tend to stick to using the heavier, bigger rods, just so there's no doubt in anybody's mind of which rods I'm using for the tournament, so my kids can go out there and fish. That way they can get on some big ones as well. And trust me, they have. It's crazy. They've caught a lot of the bigger drums, you know, fishing right there at closer slots. And yeah. Well, you got to think these trout lines, they got, you know, 30 to 50 hooks per setup. And if you got 2 or 3 of them out, that's a lot of hooks out there. Recio, nice to meet you, boss. How you doing? I also have 2 packages for you. They're right there in the bottom cubby. If you can scan those in and.
Just the 2 of them for today?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. I was gonna ask us. I had that for you.
Awesome.
All right, cool. Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, guys. So bluegrass and gear just got picked up. Like I said, they didn't even stop by yesterday. We missed that. And right here we got nothing yet. Just about the rain yesterday. Oh, okay. Well, yes, sir. And Recio, out of what kind of fishing do you do out there, boss? You're just talking about some fishing stories here, the craziness that we have heard or seen. And you know, back when I used to fish Bob Hall Pier, when I first started fishing back, or got back into fishing, should I say, after I got out of the Marine Corps and started buying all my Harringtons and stuff like that, I would go to Bob Hall Pier, and that's when they really liked the shark fishermen. If you were shark fishing, they pretty much let you on the pier. They didn't even check your rods or anything, so because they knew that you were the guys to bring the amount of tourists that they wanted walking the pier and or to come fishing the pier. And so because of that, we would get on there with as many rods as we wanted to, because not only that, we had a good crew of people that would encourage people to go out there and fish. And a lot of times people would be just walking out there and we would put them on a fish with our gear, and they would just leave with a memory that was beyond reason, you know what I mean? They went out there to the walk and they ended up catching a huge fish, but obviously we would make sure they had a fishing license before we let them touch the rods. So. Oh, okay. The LX, not XL, LX Raptor, depending on which reel company you're talking about. Yeah, some LXs are about the size of a 40 and or 50, just depending. Like the Shimano Toriums and stuff like that, the LX is the size of some of those. But if you're talking like an Avid 50 or a Pin 50, yeah, no, the LX is like half the size. I wish I had that kind of inventory that I could just pair up different kind of reels just to give you an idea of their different sizes and stuff like that. Oh, Ivan nailed it. That's for sure. Yep. Well, I'm just glad they caught them. You know, they're pleading innocent or whatever to the indictment of those charges as well. You know, and they said that the boat got confiscated with the trailer. The truck should have gotten confiscated too, and all the fishing tackle that they had. You know, they say they don't have enough proof on the past winnings, and really they do. They can look at the pictures and compare those, because obviously they took pictures of those winning fish, you know, as they posed for them at the end of the tournament. And if it shows that they were that much more ahead of the other guys, that's proof right there that they were cheating in the tournament. Because, yeah, I mean, a fish can only weigh so big. Now, with that being said, though, I'm going to show you something different real quick. Let's see if I can find them. But this, I mean, what I'm going to show y'all is pretty obvious why I'm showing y'all these pictures. Let's see. All right. So I'm pretty sure y'all remember when I went out to Goose Island and I caught that black drum right there. Look at the girth on that thing. I mean, can y'all see it? I'm making sure y'all can see it. There it is. That thing was massive. Now, that one was only 43 inches long. This other one here was 46 inches long. Let's see. Go ahead and get it. There you go. And I mean, it's just a sheer. Oh, sorry. The first one was 36, and the second was 46. Basically a 10-inch difference and stuff like that, but that was, you know, you saw the girth on that small one was just massive. I could barely get my arm around it, where the other one, I could get my arm around it and stuff like that. So, yeah. Question, that's what it is. So, obviously with size difference like that, you can definitely tell, you know, the girth gives those fish a lot of weight and stuff like that. And actually, real quick, on James about supporting our troops, yes sir, all day, every day. Them and their families, prayers always going out to those in harm's way and for their families back at home. You know, God bless our troops for sure, and their families. You know, they're not. The troops aren't the only ones making the sacrifice, so are the families that are left behind over here to wait for them to come back and stuff. So, yep. But that was the day I went out there with my brother-in-law and his father-in-law. But yeah, we had a great time. We caught, oh man, I want to say 30 something black drum, if not 40. It was intense and stuff. Oh man, I don't know about all that. Start pointing fingers over here. So, but going back to talking about that, you know, obviously those fish, I don't think, like I said, now black drum are a different breed. You've got some that are just toads, just big old fat, short fish. And a lot of it has to do with their vertebrae. If it's not lined up straight, it does not grow long. It kind of gets big, fat, and stumpy. Now, I don't know how those walleye are, but I'm pretty sure they can go off them pictures and see, you know, comparing to the other fish in that tournament, and pretty much guess their weight right off the pictures on that. because obviously girth is going to be in there, but if they can see those pictures and compare the weights, they can definitely say, okay, these guys were cheating in that one too, you know what I mean? So a lot of their ill-got winnings are going to be taken away, that's for sure. So Jacob from Jacked Up Leatherworks, guys, one of our main sponsors here at YouTube, Team Hard Life YouTube. And if y'all haven't checked out his channel, go check out his channel. Brandon actually won a 30% discount with Jacked Up Leatherworks, and then he donated his winnings to the Christmas Family Fund for this year. So that was pretty sweet. A win-win all the way around. Stingers on airline, best cinnamon rolls around. That's gonna be quite a drive to go out there and have to come back all the way over here. Now it's when you get Jeff to go out there before he comes in. He lives closer that way than I do. So right now, cutting weight by weight by weight by weight. But I had to teach my guys how to pour the lead all the way across, so that way we can handle 4 weights at a time instead of 1 by 1 like the 1 ounce pyramids I did last week or something like that. That was a pain in the butt, big time. What else, man? I know I've got so many crazy fishing stories that I've seen or I've done, and I can't, you know, I don't know which ones I've already told y'all, and so let's see. Getting some text over here. Boom, got it. All right, scanned them in. Good deal. At least I know those packages are on the way. So Bluegrass, if you're watching this, boss, your gear is on the way. Who else's package went out? The spinning reel that I spooled up the other day, it also went out this morning too. So that's good. Let's see. Buddy of mine, he's picking up his captain's license, Mr. Matt Reedus. When he first came down to Bob Hall Pier to check it out or whatever, I was out there by myself, and he actually came out and gave me a hand to release one of my 7.5 foot tigers. Yeah, it's like 7.5. It was a small one, but it was his first experience with shark fishing there and stuff like that. And now he's a captain on an offshore boat. We're picking up captain for an offshore boat, which is awesome because he's definitely put in a lot of hard work to get there and stuff. So congratulations to him. Also too, I know we've got some tuna trips coming up, and I might be able to make the Grande Escape and go on one of those. I will definitely be paying attention to that because I really want to get on and go and try that. I know they are, you know, what is it, 40 hours and 2-hour trips and stuff like that. So. Daniel, how you doing, Papa? I know you're there. So, Brandon, you got any idea what you're gonna get with Jacked Up Leatherworks on that discount? What kind of gear you're gonna order? So I gotta ask you, Brandon. Yesterday when I saw your name on there and we were trying to get to that mark or whatever, and everybody was Brandon, let's go Brandon. And I was like, I just thought of all the let's go Brandon deal that they got going on and stuff like that for the president. You ever get run into anything like that? Wallet, nice. Big Blue Pro 2-3 day trip. Yes, sir. I want to, definitely want to. I've never been tuna fishing, so that's one of my things to go. A buddy of mine actually was paying for my trip so I can go with him just because he wanted to see me out there battling some tuna. But then the trip got canceled. I forgot for what reason, but yeah, the trip was canceled. It was like super bad weather or something like that. So I wasn't able to make the follow-up trip and stuff like that, so. all right, cool. I was kind of nervous about to ask you, but I was like, you know what, I got to know, because I got a couple of friends that are Brandons, but I don't talk to them on a regular basis, and I didn't want to just out of the blue, hey man, you know, how's it going, Brandon? See if that was gonna work out, but yeah. Also too, I am starting a collaboration talks with a company to get us some shirts, but some different kind of setups. Like I said, they're gonna be a real different upgrade from what I'm normally used to carrying. But don't get me wrong, guys, I'm still gonna keep our throwback original colors because that's where we started. I'm never gonna forget how we started with those colors. And so I'm gonna be getting a lot of those in as well. Just, I gotta take care of the end of the year kind of deal over here, getting ready for taxes and all of that. Ugh. And we work so hard for all this money, and then we gotta give a lot of it back up. So what's really gonna, I gotta really look into is how the Cash App deal, now that this new president implemented those new rules on Cash App and all the other ways to trade out money and stuff like that, how that's going to work out. So that's definitely going to have to change my prices on what's going on. Well, I hope not too bad, but I know it's coming, so just kind of giving y'all an idea. I didn't implement too much of that on there through the drawings and stuff like that, but yes, we are getting our team shirts. And I've been going through and kind of selecting some patterns and stuff like that, because obviously I want to set it up to where they can't really be reproduced here locally. So I'm looking at that, and we will definitely see what's going on. Did any of y'all get a chance to check out that website I was talking about with the real power handles, where we got the custom handles for upgrading your avets and stuff like that? Anybody get a chance to take a look at that website? When I was a kid, I was fishing with my dad. Oh wow. Yep. Let's see. My first alligator gar, I was out drum fishing over here way out Weber. It's on a little creek that we had to drive along the bridge backwards to get to the river, and then we still had to walk 100 foot to get to that. It's probably a little longer, 100, 200 foot to get to the bank of the little river, but the water is only like 1.5 foot deep. Oh, nice. Man, and I know over there, man, y'all run into makos, y'all run into great whites and stuff like that on them trips. That would be so awesome. Yeah. So we were out there and we were catching our drums and stuff like that, and we were catching a ton of rat reds. That was one of the things too. They were saying that the redfish with all the spots, they're trying to classify it as a leopard redfish instead of just a regular redfish because they have all the spots. I'm just personally thinking it was a trout and a redfish mix right there. but the redfish had the dominant gene of looking the way it looks. It just got the color pattern from the trout. Little freaky deaky in the mother nature, but I used to catch those reds, you know, little bitty ones like this, little rat reds like this, with 8 to 10 to 15 spots on them and stuff like that. But if you look at those leopard shark or the leopard reds color pattern, they're more of like, they're not dots like a trout dots. They're more like hash marks or something like that. So they've got a different kind of pattern is the best way I can describe it. And I had one the other day, and I was going to bring it up while we were talking about this today, but I forgot to. So, I don't have any of the jigging reels. I can order it and have it drop ship straight to you, unless you want it spooled up. Then it would have to come to us for us to ship it out to you. And do you have a specific color that you're interested in? What's up, Jeff? Morning. You alright?
I wake up, I don't want to sleep.
There's coffee.
I smell it.
Yep, I made some coffee. Yeah. Well, I guess they tried to start it yesterday, but we needed that plug for the jackhammer, so.
Yeah. Well, nobody's going to the island this way for a while.
What happened?
I don't know why. There's a cement truck blocking like 2 or 3 2 lanes going that way.
Oh, wow.
He's this way on the side.
Did he flip or he's just parked that way?
He's flipped. He's on the side.
Snap.
So I don't. It's blocked almost all the way. We're starting to get right here. It's down finally. But I got all the looky-loos, so that slows traffic everywhere.
The looky-loos, he called them? That was one tray that was completely filled, so my bucket's about halfway. And I'm almost done with the first bucket here of weights for the twos. Let's see, not just saying we're going to those 2, 2, 2, 3. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I missed that that one flew right over my head. And I just threw a good weight in here. Okay, I'm not gonna find it that way. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to ask you. But, hopefully nobody got hurt on that. So, chicken wheels and open face. Okay. Like I said, I've never been on tuna chirp, so what is a chicken wheel? One of the things that I want to look into and do some research on that I haven't is the slow pitch jigging. I keep hearing that how they're starting to change up the game by doing that style of fishing. Well, my first scar was actually a little over 3 foot. It was like 3.5 maybe. And I don't know how I cooked it, I've tried to replicate it, but that gar just, the texture was, it was phenomenal. It was like, it was a bit chewy, but it was so sweet. It was really, really good. And I've caught a bunch of gars since then, and I've eaten them and stuff like that, but none of them have ever replicated that same taste. So I'm wondering if maybe because in that river that it was in, maybe it don't exercise as much as it should. But I know when I set that hook, it came up out of the water, and it was at nighttime, so I thought it was a baby tarpon. And no, it was an alligator gar. That was the first time I'd ever seen one actually jump out of the water. I need an allergy pill. I have them here. No, I don't. You had to go drop. When I was on my trip with a bunch of vets and stuff, they kept taking jabs at each other. One said, I have to go drop the 82nd Airborne and stuff like that. And you go to the restroom, and I was like, oh my God. They were just back and forth with each other. So I saw Jacob's comment about going to sit on the throne. I was thinking that comment just came up in my head and stuff like that. It's like, I didn't say it. Like I said, I didn't. A lot of these vets I had just gotten to know, but yes, we were taking jabs at each other. But there was just some that, like I said, I had to get to know these vets a little bit more. But yeah, by the second day, the gloves were pretty much off. Oh, there was some. They were bad. But like I said, it's veterans, you know, cutting on each other and having a good time because they can. So it was awesome. All right, so I've got one bucket. I'm gonna go ahead and start on the second one. This bucket is full. Check it out. That's full of 2-ounce bangs. That's a 5-gallon bucket right there. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, all right, cool. I just saw that jigging reel, not chicken reel. Nice. Just Brandon, on your feed, reboot or refresh your screen. A lot of times that happens with me on my TV itself or my computer. It'll do that, so I would highly recommend you trying that out before. I'm still live. I'm still good. So. Excuse me. I think they caught some of that action of his guard jumping out of the water during that tournament. If not, it was another fishing trip that he got the alligator guard jumping out and stuff like that. Yep. Oh yeah, too. Y'all remember the other night when I did the Redfish Enthusiastic video where I pulled it up? Well, I did get hit with the copyright for those 7 seconds or whatever that video was, where when I heard the music I kind of shut it off, but I let it play for a second or for a few seconds. Well, they hit me with the copyright. So what I did was I went ahead and just omitted that, I had the YT Studio go ahead and silence out that segment of the video. So if y'all go back to that live video, you'll see where when I'm talking about that video, when I go to it and then it goes quiet is because he had copyrighted music on there. So that's just a heads up for him. If he starts making it big or whatever videos could have gotten him there and make that money on there, it's going to end up hurting him in the long run. So and like I said, even for me that I wasn't copyrighted then, they still hit me with copyrights. So, and that's because it was unlisted on that video. So I don't know, things may have changed, but I know I still got wrecked on that one. So I'm not taking chances with it. I don't know how all these other people are putting up videos with other people's music and stuff and not getting hit for copyright violations. I know there's a certain way to do it. I just have not figured it out yet.
Somebody complained.
Yeah.
There could be one reason somebody said something to YouTube.
Did you see if like driver was all right on there, or you couldn't tell?
Listen, I'm trying to figure out why all the traffic was there and got closer and all I seen was the truck in the air. And I looked and it was a cement truck because I see the barrel.
Yeah.
They already had cops and stuff there, so I don't know if there was something that happened earlier and they're just moving everybody.
Mm. Shit, I was on the freeway one time heading north, and you see a truck move to the right, move to the left, and the next thing you know, it spun around and it was facing the traffic this way. After I started seeing it doing that, I started slowing down, and I'm glad I did, because the vehicle that was right behind him swerved into my lane like that without even looking, and lucky for me, I was able to hit the brake and let him pass in front of me without taking off my my bumper or whatever. So that was pretty interesting. All right, so crazy fish, and I'm trying to think of like some of the stories that have happened with us fishing. There was so many, but I've talked about a whole lot. I don't want to sound like a rerun. What's your craziest fishing experience?
I was 5 years old. We were wade fishing back home, me and my dad and family. We were wade fishing in the water, then we're sitting there. All of a sudden, probably about maybe 150 yards, 200 yards out, the fin comes up. No big deal. Then a few minutes later, it comes closer, the fin comes up. Then probably about 50 yards from us, it came up again, but this time it did the little. So I was like, all right, cool. And then it came up closer, did it again. All I remember is my dad grabbed me by the shirt, dragged me through the water, and all I'm yelling, porpoise, porpoise, that's all it is. At 5 years old, he just dragging me through the water until we get back on land, and he's looking, he finally sees it come out.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, see, told you, porpoise. Then he get in trouble because he about killed me from my mom.
Yeah. Yep.
And the other, it's not crazy, but you know, you get these guys that are bass fishermen come and try to do redfish fishing with their gear.
Dang it. Dang it. Yeah. All right, Mr. FTW update on that. He said news said driver was good, but will be shut down for several hours while they clean up the mess. It's a beautiful country over there. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that I did as a kid, you know, just riding my bike early in the morning, going out to where I wanted to go and stuff like that. And yeah, basically, it was, you know, on the summertime, that's what we would do. You know, parents took off to work and we would just take off and go fishing or crabbing. But, yeah. Oh, wow. So I know they do a lot of tagging now. They're doing tags on alligator gar. They're doing the reds. They're doing flounder. What else are they doing? Sharks. What else? Walleyes, okay. Tarpon. Let's see. Definitely when we can get situated enough where I can start taking some vacations again, that would be really nice. Mermaids, yes. We used to always say that the mermaids were shaving, that's why we had all the bush up on the beach from all the seaweed. Just chime in and say hi. Oh, Toby, man, you have a good one out there. No wonder he ain't been on here. He's been too busy having fun. Yep. No wonder he's been quiet. Uh-huh. I remember that one kingfish that came up, killed 3 baits, and then finally got hooked on the 4th line, or he got hooked on the 3rd line. But he came up those lines out in the corner. He came up this way, missed the bait, but cut it in half. Came back up this way, hit another bait, and cut it in half. And then finally hit the 3rd line, and everybody thought they were hooked up with a kingfish, and it was the guy in the middle that ended up taking off with it. And it was a pretty big king. It was like 50-something inches, so it was really big. Yes, sir. Buddy had a kingfish jump in his boat after coming in. Dang it. Later, Toby, you have a good one, boss. Have some fun. We'll catch up with your stories when you get back. I'm almost, I'd say a third of the way into the bucket. Not quite a little over a quarter or something. Who's going fishing today? God, I've got the itch so bad to go, but I know I can't. I've got too much stuff to do and stuff. You especially. I was like, you go, I'll be really shut down. Now, all I'm going to do right now is break apart the weight so I can get a rough estimate, and then I'll go and kick the burners on and stuff. Or I'll kick them on once I'm about to finish my last flush and stuff, so I can get to pouring what I need to pour. Yeah, people always ask me, why don't I wade fish? I was like, because I know what's in the water. I was like, wade fishing has never really been my thing. I think a lot of it has to do with my forearms, like getting them wet just right here. Just right there, just annoys the hell out of me. on that, and you know, so I normally try to stick in water that's deep or real shallower, so that way I don't hit that area. But at the same time, with a bad hit, it has really kept me off that type of water and stuff like that. So yeah, no, on the sand it's different. Like I get in, I cast out, and I get back on. You know what I mean? It's very rare that I sit there in the water, you know, throwing in the surf. The only time I've really done that is when I was fishing for Jack Crevalle and they were running through. Me and Damon actually had gone down to South Padre, and man, that was a whole new ball game for us down there. We went down there and we were just, the tactics that we developed up here we're using down there and just smoking the fish. It was really awesome. So. Yep. Sandbar's got some good fight to them, but Dusky's they definitely trump that scale right there.
Well, good, the Dusky gets a lot bigger.
Yep. Yeah, they've gotten Duskies in what, the 11 and 12 foot range.
Yeah, that one quarter caught was 11.
Well, they did that 12 footer for the. Was it biggest and baddest?
Dusky?
Yeah. The same time they landed a 11-foot tiger or something like that. They did both of them at the same time. The sharks got crossed up way out there and they pulled them both in at the same time. Well, Texas angler, that would depend on the current. I like to use the smallest weight possible. There was times where we ran out baits with a big old pyramid, a 10-ounce pyramid, and it held because there was no current, and we were hooking up that way. And then there was other times where we had to use 3-pounders or 6-pounders for surf weights. It really depends on the current that's going out there and the size of bait. But most of the time, if it's real calm like that and stuff like that, I don't expect a lot of action. But when it is rough, normally I start out with a 20-ouncer and I go up from there. Normally can get up to a 3-pounder and stuff. Yeah, and actually, if y'all look on my channel, I got a video short showing that Dusky and the Tiger get landed at the same time. So, yep, I have the 1/8 inch gauge weights or legs on our surf weights as well. Yeah. Oop, hang it, did it. Yes, it does. The eighth inch really do work well, but also too the position of where those legs are at, because there's some other guys that try to mimic our weights and stuff like that, and the formula ain't there, and we're seeing where their weights walk. Actually, my last fishing trip for our 20,000 subscriber marks, we were actually putting out 20 ounces in that big current and everything, and they were holding really well. I think a lot of it had to do with our ability to use the jet ski, because we could run out there pretty quick and keep the line from bowing, which would put that much more water weight on the line and make the weight drift. And even then too, sometimes when they didn't maintain the reel correctly while they were up there, we had to go up and fix them and keep cranking until we got the line tight to our weight and stuff like that. Yep. Yeah. A a lot of times too, when I'm kayaking shark bait, I'll follow the line in, so that way I can take out the bow, and that ensures that we can get lined up pretty quickly. Sucks for me because I'm having to hold the line and kayak at the same time toward the beach. Yeah, them saltwater crocs, man, they will get you. True that. And understanding and paying attention to which way the current is rocking is another big thing too, guys. A lot of guys go out there and assume that because you're fishing on the beach that you're supposed to go straight out. You have to go into the current. Which way the current is running, you have to go into it in order to have a decent fishing trip. Trying to run your bait straight out will not work, guys. So, yes, I have 3-sided and 4-sided pyramids. A lot of the 3-sided, if I'm gonna run a bait out like that with a pyramid, I'll throw my 3-sided pyramid weights on so they hold a lot better. Yes, sir. But I do produce both the 3 and the 4 because depending on when I was getting my molds, which were available, sometimes the 4-sided or the 3-sided was unavailable for months. So I go with the 4-sided because it was either poor weights or not poor weights. So. Yeah, we have done that too. We have done that. Used a truck, a second vehicle to take the kayak, the bait and everything, 300 to 400 yards north or south, whichever way the current was running, go into the current so that way we could drop it. Yes, sir. Done that. Because, I mean, shoot, trust me, that's a lot easier than trying to run in the water against the current in that gut while the line's still going out, and then by the time you start running it, it's already got a big old bow in it and stuff like that. So yeah, using a vehicle is a smart move. That's something that we've done many times for like the big tournaments and stuff like that. Obviously it's not running the bait, it's just helping us keep the bait in place, working those angles and stuff like that too, because that was the other thing we had to deal with seaweed. Oh man, that seaweed, when it would roll in, it would just destroy all the gear and stuff like that. It feels bad. So. What's up, CJ? No, we're just here talking about the rat that was in the redfish. We haven't gotten an update for the shark. We're just kind of reminiscing about things we have done to kayak out shark bait, keep it in line, talking about the weights. Well, obviously using 1/8 gauge, but like I said, when I'm out there, I'll make a judgment call on the lightest weight I can put out there, because obviously, putting out a bait doesn't guarantee that you're gonna catch a fish. So I ain't gonna lie, I was trying to be lazy and just use the minimum weight size that I could get away with to catch a fish. And a lot of times it paid off, because when they would hook up, it was fast and easy. But when they have to fight that weight loose, sometimes that works against you. Yeah, well, that was me yesterday. I had no game plan. Everything, like I said, I'm starting to settle in with having my stuff cleaned up and not knowing where everything's at. It's going to take about a week for me to get used to it. But it definitely took me off my game. And it's about 2 days of that. So it's slowly getting back to normal, where I can get my paperwork situated where I need it and go from there. Dang, a 4-pound bluegill.
Hey.
Aren't those pretty good eating too? Damn. I've seen a couple of big old crappie that have been caught. Man, those things actually do get massive. I didn't think they got that big, but yeah, they hold big old crappie tournaments for them and stuff like that as well. Bud Lake. Hey, buddy. Well, looks like I'm about halfway down on this bucket. Yes. These twos are what I was really concerned about, getting them. Had multiple molds to pour them out and stuff like that. So I was, each time I did a set. For the bank weights, we only had 4 molds, right? Or 5 molds. The 2-ounce banks.
It's either 4 or 5. But at the 3 ounces of it, we only got 1.
Yeah.
4 ounce, I think we only got 1. What I have to do is get like 4 or 5 more 1 ounce pyramids. With the ones that we got, and when it's big water like that, both sides burn the ones.
Yeah.
It's just an idea.
Yeah. Okay. No, it was not Packery Channel. It was in the harbor, Corpus Christi Harbor, by the Harbor Bridge. The guy was fishing off of one of the barges or one of the boats there and got pulled in. So I'm still waiting for more confirmation of the actual story of what happened. They said that they did a safety brief, but they were just talking about the rain. They didn't talk anything about what happened with that guy. So they said it was a foreigner that came in and was hooked up to it and got pulled in the water. So don't know if he got out or anything like that, but definitely is going to learn, need to go back and talk about how he got pulled in the water by some of our Texas fish here. They're a little bigger in Texas.
Like I said, bass guys trying to fish on water.
Maybe.
Because they don't realize what the strike is so much different.
Yeah.
They don't realize it. They think it's all the same.
What's up, Roger? How you doing, boss? Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. Ooh, look at that. No good. The good thing about these bank weights, when they mess up like that, we just pour them back down and keep pouring the lead out and stuff like that. So. Yeah, I went late to go pick up Brian, and then when I finally went over there, I got all the way here to the shop, and I was sitting there, I was like, man, I'm forgetting something. Like, oh, Brian's like hauled butt over there, and yeah, I don't know. Missed it. So. Well, that's cool. Somebody will catch it another day.
Too. Redfish on the half shell.
Guy was talking here on the crappie to use some butter and some spices. Man, so what are we doing for dinner? I mean, we're already talking food here. I might as well just get into the mood for talking for dinner, for lunch. Did I say dinner or lunch? Dinner? Ah, man.
We haven't
Calm down, coffee. I just need you for a few hours. I don't need to fast forward the whole
It's been almost
day.
dinner when we eat lunch anyway, lately. Because we eat that breakfast, but we didn't eat breakfast today.
Yep. Yep, that's what Jeff was just talking about, how bass fishermen come out here and start fishing for saltwater. Yep. They learn. They'll learn. Dang it. Having moose tonight, lasagna tonight. Dang it. Bidden steaks, chuck eyes on the grill. Damn it.
Man, they just wrong.
They wrong. Yeah, I know.
Now, whoever said that needs to donate $40 when we donate steak.
Right. I think I'll vote for that one. Use for a wallet. Dang it! Having chicken pot pies tonight. Y'all talking some major
Swanson in
food.
effect,
Huh?
Swanson in effect.
Yeah. Okay, so are those homemade pot pies, or are they store-bought pot pies? And we can tell who's talking through the voice prediction deal. Let's see. Marine calendars.
Hey, those are actually good.
Yeah, homemade. Man. Woof. I don't know. I think we're gonna have to do something to get these guys back because they're over here talking about all this food. Good, I'm drinking coffee right now. I got something in my belly, otherwise it'd be kicking my butt right about now.
Hey, why do you think I grabbed this?
Oh, Marissa was gonna eat on those. I was like, don't eat on those.
Anything back there she wants to munch on.
Yeah.
Here, it'll help a little bit.
Yeah. Thank you, boss. So I said, no. I said, people bring snacks so they can have something to eat. I said, if you're hungry, you need to start helping them bring some food. We can, yeah, it's amazing. We try to help out guys that just start with the shop. First week, second week before they get their check. But after that, kind of help us pitch in, buy your own lunch or, bring lunch or, I don't know, it's some people got to the expect. So when's lunch? When's lunch? We don't have it today. Like we only got enough for ourselves. Oh, what do you mean? I was like, it's not guaranteed that we're gonna buy your lunch every day, guys. Like, all right. It's like,
I have to file on my taxes.
yeah, right. I'm gonna have to claim you on my taxes. Jeez. Dinner at 6. Nice. So, yeah, man. Like I think of stories of things that have happened to us and stuff like that. I just don't know if I've already talked about them or not. And or the highlight reel go off in my head of what stories. I was like, I think I already said that one or not. Like I said, I need to go down and write down all the stories that I have told you, so I already have them checked off and go from there.
You don't want to tell the true story about why you called me Loco?
I think I already said that story. All right, guys. So, quick question for y'all. Do y'all remember the story of how I called Jeff a P-U-T-O one time while we were fishing? Yep. Jeff is here. He's crimping leaders over here on the backside. Our front table's been reorganized so that way we can work up here a little easier with the amount of guys that we got. Everybody was kind of crowding into the areas that we had, and it wasn't really productive. Now we can kind of do both. Anybody remember that story? Anybody at all? If not, then I can talk about that one. Jacob saying what's up?
What's up, Jacob?
Give y'all a little.
He needs to tell us how much it's going to cost us to get the koozies done.
Oh yeah.
The 25s.
Yep. Go ahead and ask him.
Hey, let us know what it's going to cost to get the 25-ounce koozies done, Bo.
All right. So yeah, because we're always buying the 25s. Those are the only big boy beers they have for us. And even then, I think they served Jeff a broken one the other day.
Had a hole in it.
Yeah, had a hole in it. Yep. That wine song. I just started. It's already empty. All right, so Jacob said $9,000 payment plan.
Tell them send us the product, then we'll send the money.
Right. We do cash on delivery. So, all right. So one time, me and Jeff, we went out fishing, and one of the things that I had been doing with Jeff is taking him out to go fishing with us so he can learn the product and see how it all works. Because selling the avet reels and the gear and the tackle is just part of it. For me, my sales reps, they got to know exactly what they are selling, and by being able to run into the difficulties as a fisherman getting into those types of reels who have never really had them before, you can speak from the heart, you know what I mean, by actually being out there and doing it, instead of somebody teaching you, hey, this is what you tell them with this is what you tell them with that, or they just overhear you speaking. For me, it's taking my guys out and fishing. So we started fishing, and we've done numerous trips, but also the thing was too, I tell the guys, man, you know, you kind of snooze, you lose, you know, if you're the last one to the rod, then hey, that's on you. So we were one day, and we were out there, and I had just cracked my beer or whatever, and Jeff was over here behind me, okay? So I'm sitting here, I cracked my beer, I said, time to get the fishing going, and when I did, the reel went click, 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 click. And so I went to put my beer down and looked back, and he's already in front of me. I was like, damn, puto, I didn't even see him fly by me. Like, he's like, well, you're busy with your beer. and so he beat me to the rod, and I literally, he came out of nowhere.
Yeah, he said he didn't see me. That's when I was probably about 120 pounds heavier.
Yeah, this was all before the corona. Yeah. It been that long. So.
Shit, it's been about 4 years. 4 or 5 years, something like that.
Yeah. Yes, sir. We need to definitely get back out there again. Test all the new tackle that we've created and stuff like that some more, so we can find any loopholes. All right. So he said $35 plus artwork.
Plus our what?
Artwork.
So $35.
So he said $35. Let's see. Yes, sir. Shoot, that was a couple of times Jeff would just sneak by us and just get on the rod, man. I know how he does it, man. That dude's light on his feet for sure.
Oh, y'all are blind. Yeah, y'all can't not miss me.
Yep. Yeah, that's one of the rules here. You snooze, you lose. We tell our workers that all the time, and then they come out here, lunch already gone? I'm like, yeah, we called you an hour ago. Yeah. Hey, Jacob, I'll take one, boss. One of those. Jeff, you getting one too?
What?
The 25-ounce koozie?
Yeah.
Jeff, what do you want on yours?
Hola, Ventar. Hello?
Kitchen's closed. Yeah.
Yes, go.
I'm almost done with this bucket, which would be nice. Chevy, what's up, us? How you doing? We are breaking weight and talking fishing stories. What's the craziest fishing story you got for us? Tell you what, who has caught fish from a kayak? I've caught reds, I've caught drum, I've caught shark, speckled trout. I haven't done kingfish. I've done jack crevalles. What else?
Perch.
Yeah, perch, gaff top,
Hardheads.
a few hardhead, yeah.
Gotta go through the holes back there.
Well, I mean, I don't do too much real kayak fishing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was doing it years ago when I was traveling to do those different tournaments, and all of that was kayak fishing and stuff.
Yeah, but what fish have you caught when you were on the East Coast that you haven't here? See, that's it.
Dogfish. Those are the sharks with the spines on them like catfish.
Stripers.
Actually, I've caught striped bass here already.
Oh,
I never caught one on the East Coast, though.
I know the East Coast they get bigger.
Oh, yeah, they get huge over there. A Rosiac fish about 50 feet away from me. Dang. Never tried kayak fishing on the shoreline here, so. I've done my first real attempt at kayak fishing. I was in South Padre, and we were doing a shark fishing tournament over there. Well, with them, I forgot what tournament it was, but yeah, all you needed to do was measure out the catch or whatever. So I went out there and I was looking for schools to try to catch skipjack. Well, I was throwing lures, mana lures out there and stuff like that, and then, and I saw tarpon and I saw reds, shark, jack crevalles, I even saw some black drum, but they were all feeding under those little sandpiper birds, the little bitty birds. I see the big old schools of seagulls and everything working, pelicans and stuff like that, but I went over there and I couldn't find anything. Now, when I followed those little birds is when I found the schools of the bigger fish, and so I started fishing them and I started hooking up. Well, this one, I hook up with and the line starts just screaming through the water, like you can hear it cutting through the water. So it went from the right side all the way around my kayak on the left side, so I put the tip of the rod to the bow of the kayak. So I turned my kayak and I started towing me. And like in true Jaws fashion, you know how the water was coming over the back end of the boat? Well, the water was coming over the bow of the kayak, and I'm sitting there like this, and water just splashing over me like that as he's towing me. And you could see that I was going right, I was going left, and he was trying to get away, but I just kept the nose toward the bow of the kayak, and I just followed him. He did that for a good, I want to say about 3 to 5 minutes. Like I'm getting tired of just sitting like this. And finally he started to slow down, and then the water stopped, and I was moving slowly, and I was like, all right, so I got him. And then I thought to myself, like, how am I going to get this shark in the kayak? I don't even have lippers or nothing. I was like, well, I'm just going to have to tow him back to shore. So this was way before I had my pedal drive kayak. So I had to hold the rod between my legs, and I was paddling like this, and then he would take off again, so I had to drop the paddle and put the rod tip toward the kayak, or the bow of the kayak, so he could turn me back into the run. And as soon as I would get straightened up again, he would stop. I was like, man, just let me pull you to the beach. You'll be all right, I'm gonna let you go, you know? So, yeah, it took probably, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes to finally make it to shore. And it was crazy because as I was coming over the sandbars is when he would really start pulling line and stuff, so I just backed off the drag. I said, screw it, I'll just kind of let him run, and I'll make it to shore. Well, he just kept going and going, and so finally I got on the second sandbar, and I just jumped off the kayak, and I set the hook, and I started pulling him back, and I fought it to shore like that. Finally got it in, and it was like a 4.5 foot blacktip. it was pretty nice. It was pretty nice. So, yeah, that was one of my encounters. Another one was with a speckled trout that did the same thing. He got me moving, and I was fishing on, for the shark, it was a 14-foot manta ray. For the speckled trout, I was on a Scrambler XT. So, yeah, that one was pretty nice. Oh, wow, nice. All right, so the 2 ounces both are done. Just a second. 2s, 3s, one more bucket. Yeah, looks like I got one more bucket to break down, and then we can start getting some more. Show y'all what I'm working with right now. Those are all 3-ounce pyramids. Now I'm just gonna do the rough break on them, like I said. This is so that way I can go and kick on the burners and pour out what I need to pour out. Because what I'm trying to do is pour everything I need to pour, so I can spend a whole day of just cleaning the weights. Because doing it that way, I can actually move through them a lot quicker than I could if I actually just broke and clean and then pour, broke and clean. I'd rather just pour everything that I need to pour as quickly as possible. And then also hoping too that my worker shows up and gives me a chance to have somebody else pour with me and stuff like that. I might have to get on the jackhammer though, because as fast as he was breaking off lead, we were pouring it out. And also I need to check on my bank mold. I ordered a 18-ounce bank mold. Actually, I ordered 2 of them so we can pour those out. But yeah, the what?
Did you get a 10-ounce egg mold too?
Oh no, I didn't. Forgot about that one.
Yeah, I just remember seeing it, and then when you said that, I was cool.
Well, I have to look into that. Cool deal. Yeah, gar is something else. those fish, they definitely got an attitude all to their own and stuff like that. But I'm just glad they're not like shark. Shark, when you got them hooked or in hand, they are doing everything they can to bite you to get away. Alligator gar just shake trying to get away from you. They're not that aggressive even when being handled. So I know multiple people that have gotten hit with the snout on a gar and get roughed up that way, but never where it actually sat there and bit them on that. Now they're saying one lady got bit at the lake by an alligator gar. Came out all over the news and this and that and talking about big predator. I was like, yeah, she
had to do something.
Yeah.
Well, you know, like I said, the thing could have been chasing the fish and boom, she was in the way, or
yeah.
Or did they catch it and she was trying to take the hook out?
Yeah,
You know,
I don't remember
the whole story.
I don't remember the whole story on that, but yeah, alligator gar ain't that type of fish. All right.
I know getting slapped by, what was it, that dusky? No, what was it? Yeah, it was the dusky or brownie. That Damon caught the 2 back to back that one day.
The duskies, yeah.
The 2 duskies.
Yeah,
one
that-
slapped him on the hip leg.
Well, the one of them caught me in the chest. Remember that one? That one hit me in the chest. I went
And
flying
it got,
back.
the tip of the tail hit you in the face, too, wasn't it?
I want to
Or
say.
the neck or something, because I remember you had that bruise.
Yeah. I want to say it was on the neck. So. Yeah. Now getting tail whipped by a shark, that's something else. Yeah. So raptor. Oh wow. Okay, Chevy. Cool deal. Well, we got him. And you still have that other black and blue one here, boss. Still have that one on hold for you. That was a pretty bird that your friend brought in too. That was a real pretty bird. That's for sure. With this weather being the way it is, it should be going pretty nice. Telemarketer. Let's see what they have. Hello?
Hey Alberto, this is Captain with Fusion. How is everything going?
With who?
It's Fusion, I apologize. Fusion Capital.
Oh, okay.
From the equity firm?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on? Yes, so I'm actually just reaching out today. I'm actually just reaching out today. If you can utilize the additional capital for your business.
No,
Planning to work, Alberto?
I'm good, boss. Thank you very much.
I definitely understand. What exactly are you good on? Make your business.
You tell them you're good. What exactly are you good on? Almost as bad as the extended car warranty deal. Like, yeah. They should have you. Have y'all seen those?
I haven't got one of those in ages. Knock on wood, I really did.
Right. Well, dang, his phone's gonna ring right there. No, the Halloween, like the scary movies, like when you're in a scary movie, you make dumb decisions or whatever. Like, why don't we get in the running car? Are you crazy?
Let's have one of those chains. Chainsaws.
Oh man, let's see. Yep. Yes, sir. Oh man. But we're still getting calls from what's her name? For collections, and her medicine is ready.
Yeah.
What's the name?
It's either Ruby.
No.
Oh, it used to be Ruby.
I'm gonna have to write down a name, but there's somebody here in Corpus that keeps giving our phone number out, and we're getting collection calls for her, and also too that her medicine is ready from Walgreens. So I'm like, okay. I did a video of it a while ago, and we're still having that problem with that and stuff like that. So.
Or we're getting. May I speak to the lady of the house?
Yeah. So after you answer, hard lights, wait, tackle. Like.
Now, next time, if your wife's here when they do that, I'm gonna hand her the phone.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. What else? So when you flipped on the kayak with the fish that far away from the kayak, what kind of fish was it? Sometimes I wish I had a drone when I was out there kayaking baits. Because like I said, I've seen big tigers just come up next to me and just sit there and look, and they look at you because you can see their eyeball move to the left and to the right, like scoping you out, or letting you know, hey, I'm watching you, just waiting for you to fall in. Yep. Be like that diver that almost jumped into the mouth of a tiger shark. And then if you actually watch the video, you can see another shark right behind it off to the left side. Get your calf. Okay, I'm lost on that one. Damn. Right? Dang it. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that'll make you pucker up a little bit. Did you lose your rod or gear, or did you have it all strapped down? All right, Jacob. He said to message him what we want on the koozies and stuff. Do that. Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah, my trip like that was a long time ago too. It was back when I could fish a hell of a lot more. Alright, Chevy, you have a good one, boss. We'll talk to you later. So, right now I'm just doing the trim off real quick so that way once I break these weights, the 3s are done. These are kind of the ones that are a little bit of, I wouldn't say a pain in the butt, but it's a little more time consuming than the 2s right now. Because I don't like having to go one by one, but they did pour them one by one. So, I have to lift them up like that. That sucks. But I like it when they're in 2s, then I can do at least 2 at a time instead of just one. Alright guys, scary movies since Halloween just passed. I know it's been 2 days. We really never got to talk about any kind of scariness on there. And it just hit me right now. Why not talk about something scary?
What you need to do is ask them who's skipping Thanksgiving and ready to decorating for Christmas.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Who's skipping Thanksgiving decorating and going straight to Christmas? Home Depot is.
Walmart. I
Walmart.
think Walmart did that in the summer already, though.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it did. It did. I watched it and I was like, really? Is that like I really wasn't even scared at all with that movie. That's more like of a
Introduction.
it's like wow, it really wasn't even scary. Now, like the Nightmare on Elm Streets, those are good.
Well,
The original first one, the second one was pretty gruesome. Third was alright, and then it started getting
played out.
at that point. So. Love story of Halloween 3. It should be right in the books with the little black book. Right? Yeah. Terrifier 2. Somebody else was talking about that.
Gary,
yeah. Terrifier 2. He said it was pretty gruesome and stuff like that. I have not looked at the commercials and or trailer on that one. But yeah, Mr. Gary was in the shop was talking about that. The new Predator movie was good all the way up until the end when the chick, went to kill the Predator or whatever, because obviously the Predator knows, if he don't have his mask on or whatever, that, it's going to sight in on where he sights in, and, obviously did it to himself kind of deal, but I don't know, I know it's a movie, guys, I know, but still, some things, we were watching that, CSI Las Vegas last night where they used a certain type of machine to kill a person. They sent out like a sonic wave or something like that. And then, so at first they were treating the scene like a biocontamination zone or whatever. Yet while they're in the hospital, they're just all freely roaming without any kind of protective gear and stuff, and they still had no idea what was going on. So. Moves out up to you. Yeah, more than likely. Or they'll find a way to bring it back like they did Freddy versus Jason.
Or Jason in Space.
Yeah, Jason in Space. I remember that one.
That was about as dumb as hell.
Exorcist was beyond scary. That one we actually saw as a northern decided to blow in, and so it was hot summer night. Then all of a sudden, whoosh, rain and thunder and all of this riding like. That was pretty. And we were young. We were probably only 12, 13 years old when we were watching that, and we were having a movie night at our house with our friends, kind of a sleepover deal and stuff. And
Yeah, like my dad and them when he was in Germany. They went and watched the Night of the Living Dead at night, and most of the Germans are pale over there. He said, never again.
Yeah. Yeah, Freddy versus Jason was comedy. Yeah, that was. Let's see. Now, the original Pet Cemetery, that one was crazy. That one was, especially the baby coming back and just slicing and dicing.
I haven't seen that one in ages.
They all float down here. It's that one's pretty good.
You know, I've never seen the whole thing of Cujo.
That one, I saw it. It was just okay. It's a bad dog or whatever, but it really wasn't that. It wasn't my cup of tea on the Cujo one. Let's see, living one. Living the Walking Dead movie. I was fishing with a few of them 3 years ago. Yeah, let's see. Okay, which kid, the baby or the older brother? I take it you like you love scary movies. Mommy Dearest, that was pretty gruesome movie right there. What else? Piranha, y'all remember that one?
But Silver Bullet.
Silver Bullet was an original. That one was pretty sweet. I searched it up the other day and I was watching it, you know, and I showed it to the kids one year. I think it was last year sometime. So, yeah, Silver Bullet was awesome.
Was it American Wolf in London?
That one was good. That one was funny more than it was scary.
Yeah.
The American Werewolf in London. And then they also had an American Werewolf in Paris. Paris is the funny one. That's the one where there's jumping off the Eiffel Tower and stuff like that. Jaws 3D. Did not get to see Jaws in 3D. We were too poor for that. So.
That's what they need to remake or make a new one. A new Jaws.
That's going to be tough to beat.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
Just
real
to
tough.
see.
Yeah. I know they redigitized it and then re-released it.
Yeah.
And that one was pretty cool. And then you can see like more of the bioluminescence on when like they were controlling the barrels and stuff like that. Yeah. The people under the stairs. I faintly remember that movie.
What is it? The eyes? The hills have eyes, or?
Oh man, The Hills Have Eyes. That is one messed up movie. Yeah. Tremors.
But it got you for look. The first one was cool.
Yeah.
The other one's kind of.
Yeah, they got too
Corny.
Corny, yes. Tremors 1 was pretty good. That one's good. Let's see. Gremlins. What's the other one? Critters. Critters 1 was pretty awesome. 2 kind of got 3 is just like, okay, now we go back for more laughs. Gauge the baby that got hit. Yeah. So Brandon, you did it because you love scary movies? You're a fanatic on them? Yeah, Critters was pretty awesome. The Blob.
Yeah, the Blob.
Yeah, Gremlins was fun to watch. Yes, all 3 of them. I mean, they got kind of a little corny, but the Gremlins were just the things they would make them do was funny as hell. The first Child's Play, hey, going way back there. Let's see. Man, I can see a lot of y'all burning up over here trying to think of some movies. And let's see, what was...
But you know, that's when actually movies were good though too. Back then,
Mm-hmm.
half the guys.
Hellraiser, yeah. Pinhead, they had Pumpkinhead. What was the other one? He got Pinhead tattooed on his arm. Yep. Scariest movie ever, Titanic. Oh man, that's freaking funny.
But no, if you ask my nephews, you know what they'll say with scary movies? Disney movies. Because they're all into the horror films, and they don't like that.
The Notebook.
So what they're trying to say, any chick flick is a horror movie.
Right. All right. I got my ex-wife names covered with the tiger, shark. Sweet, cool deal. So when's the wedding? And man, all right. For us macho men, I was in or dumbest movies. He beat me to the
Dumb and
punch.
Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber, yeah.
Any of the Naked Guns.
Yep, that and the Austin Powers movies with he's supposed to be a spy or whatever. Twilight movies.
Who was that? Is that Twilight?
Jacob.
See, you know he was Team Jacob.
He did. Jacob, you hear what Mr. Hefe said? Oh man. Go Team Jacob. Oh man, that's too funny. Let's see. He said, Jeff, you're lucky this is a family channel. Oh man. Woo. Dumbest movies. Man, why we're thinking so hard on this one, but we had the horror flicks down.
Because nobody wanted to admit they watched them.
Right. Let's see. Man, I was thinking to myself the other day, I saw a movie and I was like, why did I watch that? Seed of Chucky. That was funny. That one really wasn't that bad. Like I said, after the first Child's Play, it was more for humor than it was scary. So.
You said dumb. Oh yeah, it's dumbest.
Yeah. Damn it, we are confused. All right. All right, guys. How about this? Most macho movies. That one. Let's talk about that one. Three Stooges.
Now, which one does that one fall under?
All right. So which one is Three Stooges under? The
Dumbest?
dumbest or
manliest?
the what was the other one?
Manliest.
Manliest. Yeah. Predator was pretty sweet. Mando. Yeah. I thought of Commando when I first thought of that. Terminator. Let's see. Rocky, yeah. What was that one? Man, it was with Chuck Norris. And in the movie, he left the girl that he was trying to protect.
Invasion USA?
No.
Not that one.
No. Where his buddy
Lone Wolf Queen?
he left the Japanese or Chinese girl, left it with his buddy who was black. And
They were in Vietnam, right?
something like that.
Yeah.
And a big guy comes in and breaks his back, and then they kill the Japanese or Chinese woman, but I mean horribly.
Was it a horror?
No, it wasn't horror. It wasn't horror. It was just. Ah, man, I can't remember that movie. But he ends up fighting the guy that broke his buddy's back and kills him. Lone Wolf was pretty bad. Yes, sir. Bloodsport. The Expendables. Expendables is all because of all the weapons and guns. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of bad mofos in there. So, okay, the original
Missing in
universe, huh?
Was it Missing in Action?
I don't remember. But I just remember that one.
Delta Force?
It might be a Delta Force one, yeah. So, how you doing, boss?
I got $1 million question for you.
I might have a $5 answer.
Well, I only need a $5 pair of channel locks
To use or to
to use for 2 seconds. My guy's literally fucking, for whatever reason, I was coming to drop a wreck out of some cable, and then they cinched the stabilizer clamp like as if I was gonna winch with it. So I came over here just to drop it. I didn't bring no damn tools or nothing, man. I'll rent right next door to y'all. Man, I didn't even know y'all were here. To be honest with you, now I know where I can come get some tackle right here by the shop.
What shop is yours?
I got the big one back here. Well, they have like I guess the new people just moved in with the batting cages. I got the next 3 doors.
Oh, okay.
On both sides and that whole bullpen on the other side.
Damn, so what do you do over there?
I do communications.
Mm-hmm.
So we started a new company on top of our company. So we're kind of just a couple of us decided we wanted to build a little company ourselves. You know, backdoor revenue, more than one stream.
Right.
Can't live nowadays without more than one.
Yeah, true that. Yeah, no, I've got the retail shop, and then I got A to Z Tackle Distributor where we manufacture the fishing tackle in the back.
Oh,
and then
really?
I got a YouTube channel, which I'm actually live on the channel on right now.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need royalties. I'm gonna need royalties.
Right.
Nah, man, that's cool, man. I'll put you out there. I got a couple buddies that do tours. They're tour guides. So, you know.
Awesome. Yeah.
We'll hook it up. We'll.
Yeah, it's called
rub elbows.
It's called Team Hard Life on YouTube. Check it out. We got. What is it?
Right there in front of the.
Yeah, there's some paperwork right there. Should have it. If not.
Should be in front.
Yeah, there you go. Got it.
Yeah. Let me grab a couple of them.
Oh yeah, pass them out.
Yeah. We just went out Sunday.
Any luck?
Not much. I mean, we caught a bunch of fish, but we didn't get on it. We really were supposed to go inland for reds.
Mm-hmm.
We were chasing picture reds. Nothing to take home. We wanted some big boys.
Big ones, yeah.
And we've been planning it for a while, but it just didn't. my captain's a new captain, and he's we're learning with him, to say the best. He's a good guy, you know what I mean. He's just like all people, you know what I mean. You gotta figure it out when you're new to it.
Yeah.
But he's doing his thing. He's got a full-time job. He's only doing it on the weekends. So, you know what I mean. As much as he's learning how to be a captain, we're learning how to deep sea fish. We're learning how to fish ocean water. We're city boys that are from San Antonio, and we're freshwater fishermen, and we're trying to learn a whole new.
Well, you'll definitely love the channel, because that's all we're about, is learning and sharing our fishing adventures, and or, you know, because we manufacture fishing tackle. Since we manufacture it, we got to go out and prove that it works and stuff.
That's right.
And then I've got underwater camera footages too, so when we throw out the leader, you can see how it works in the water. And we've also learned how fish come up and steal your bait and stuff like that. And it always boggled the mind, like, how did they do that? Like, how did they suck all the meat out of the shell without even
leave just a shrimp head on there?
Yeah. Well, no, like sea lice.
Yeah.
Have you ever used those? It's a mantis shrimp.
Oh yeah. No, we had a couple of those. Just happened to get in there.
Have you brought them back with the shell all intact, but all the meat gone?
No, I haven't had that.
Well, I've got a video that shows you how they do that, and it's not little fish that do it either. It's big fish, but they don't suck in your bait.
Yes, sir.
They just come up to it, and they like that, and all the meat comes out on one side, and they do it to the other side. So if you change the way you put your hook on,
snapping at it, and then
yeah, they just inhale basically. That's all they're doing, and they suck the meat right out of it. And it looks like a little fish moved your line too. So that's it. It's crazy.
Wow, that's
got
cool.
some good footage on there, but like I said, it's a lot of knowledge, and then you don't have to worry about trolling. We don't allow people to be stupid on the channel. So if you ask questions, you get legit knowledge and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, that's all good, man. I'm all about that, anyways.
All right.
Everybody can be a tough guy. We don't need them.
Yes, sir.
We don't need them.
Yes, sir. You have a good one, boss.
I'll be right back, man. I'm gonna bring these right back.
All right. Let's see. All right, let me see. Lone Wolf, yep. University Hacksaw Ridge, that was pretty sweet. That one was pretty badass. Sands of Iwo Jima, yep. Full Metal Jacket. A lot of the Bruce Lee movies, yep. Mirror scene, yep. When he meets his the family, what is it? The family deal where it's supposed to take him out or whatever. So let's see. I'm trying to think. And I'm amazed I have not seen any of y'all post up the movie yet. Death Wish was one. Braveheart. Let's see.
Yeah.
Taken was pretty good too.
Yeah, I can pick it up.
Lethal Weapon 1. Oh man, that was an epic movie right there. Especially the fight scene at the end. Yes, sir. And I think it was like the final Lethal Weapon was pretty sweet too. The fight with Jet Li on the back end.
I can pick it up today after 7. Yes, they don't post till 10. I think. I'm not sure.
Let's see what I can take. Die Hard, yeah. Die Hard's pretty good too. Yippee-ki-yay, mofo. Let's see. What else? Come on. The Outlaw Josie Wales. Boom.
Yeah.
What else? With Dirty Harry. Let's see. Mad Max. Yep. The original Mad Max. The new one, that.
Okay. You too. Oh, yes. All right.
Oh, damn, I know that movie. Umbach. Umbach.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's seen that one?
Oh, God, what's his name? Yeah, Umak the Protector.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And he was just in the Expendables, too. I know who you're talking about, but I can't think of his name.
Ip Man? Yeah. Yep. A lot of his movies right there. You already said blood sport, so. Delta Force? Yeah, Jeff said that one a little while ago.
What, action movies?
Yeah, like manliest movies.
The one I liked was that Ninja Assassin.
That one was pretty good too. I mean, there was a lot of
Gore.
gore and, you know, obviously if somebody gets sliced up like that, they're not going to heal themselves, but you just never know. Yep. Good Guys Wear Black with Chuck Norris.
Mhm. The Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
It's bad, the ugly, yep.
Gran Torino.
Gran Torino. That was a movie. Yes. That was an epic movie, man. Clint Eastwood has some awesome movies. Knight Rider. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. What's that other one? The where that the guy's older brother gets killed, and then he comes back as somebody else, and he drives that fast car, and he's killing the people through the race.
Wraith.
Huh?
Wraith or something
Wraith?
like
Yeah, Wraith.
that? Yeah, it's supposed to be that concept Chrysler. Was a Chrysler or Dodge concept?
I don't remember the vehicle. I remember that. Yep. Fight Club. Come on. Fight
Nobody
Club.
talks about Fight Club.
Nobody talks about Fight Club but Fight Club. Yeah.
Lifesaver.
So you got a winch on that thing. How much would it be to have you help us move some blocks of lead off of trailers and bring them in?
I got you.
We'll take some fishing trips and you help us.
I
help
got you. 100%. That's what I'm about. Takes a village, man, where I come from.
Yes, sir.
I'm a hood kid, man. Park Village in San Antonio. I'm not on your YouTube channel right now, right?
Well, they can't see you. They can just hear you.
Well, let me shut up, man.
Somebody presents, who's that? Never seen that kid. Oh man, what's up, John? How you doing? So right now we're talking about manliest movies. I just brought up several of them. Fight Club. And what else did I say? Death Wish was, man. Those were.
Oh yeah.
That's old Charles Bronson movies right there. Let's see.
As long as nobody says Blazing Saddles.
You said it.
That's a good comedy, bro.
Back to the Future, Blazing Saddles, Old
That was
Henry
a good one.
and Young Guns. Hey, Young Guns was a
Yeah.
sweet movie too. Oh man. Let's see. Dang it, Jeff. Oh man. Okay. So how many of y'all once this video ends, I'm gonna go put on blazing saddles. I mean, come on, just admit it. Y'all gonna go out and do it. And I'm thinking Jacob is gonna be one of them.
No, you can go watch Twilight again.
Dude, he's gonna send you the most perfect koozie for your beer.
He still got that shirt that says Team Jacob. And when he wears it, and they're like, "Why you mean Team Jacob?" "Well, I'm Team Jacob. I'm Jacob."
Yeah. Billy the Kid, yeah, that one's sweet.
Okay.
Oh.
She wore a yellow rose.
Desperado.
Mhm.
That one, right? See, we're on the same wavelength there, Jacob. Yep. I knew you were gonna come out with something like that. Yep.
The Sons of Katie Elder. She wore a yellow rose.
Let's see.
Well, you get almost any John Wayne movie.
Yeah, pretty much any John Wayne. Yes, sir. Damn, you really taking it back on that one.
Well, that's what happens when you grow up with a dad that liked old westerns.
Yeah. Okay, is that IRLAM? Australia. Okay, biggest fish I have caught. Well, are we talking like kingfish, redfish, jack crevalle, black drum, cobia, amberjack, snapper, or are we talking like shark mixed in? If it's shark, it's 13.2. If it's fish, each fish has its own, because obviously comparing one to the other, but my biggest shark is 13.2. Well, if I would have landed that manta ray, that would have been easily 16 foot, easily. I fought that one for 3 hours on an avet 80 on 100-pound test line. Yeah. Honorable mention. Josie Outlaw. Yeah, Outlaw Josie Wells. Yes, sir.
Bell Rider.
Depending on old school internationals, the TWSW series. I used to have a lot of those. The only thing was that they could not break my surf weights loose. I had a TW Series 50 single speed, and also, what was the other size I had? The 30s. The 30s were awesome for kingfish and tarpon fishing and jacks and stuff like that. I had it on 5.5 foot chaos rods and stuff like that. Up to 18. Man, that's what we want down here, get those big tigers like that. Biggest tiger that I've heard in our area is 13.6 or 8.
Something like that.
Yeah, the biggest one caught in our area that we know of was like 13.6 or 13.8. Mine is 13.2. Hammerheads have caught them in the 14-foot range here and stuff like that. Welcome to the channel. I don't want to mess up your first part of it, Australia. Yeah, down in Australia, man, they have some monsters. That in South Africa, there's some monsters over there. All right, Australia, we'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one. Edgar, how you doing, boss? We've been talking about some movies. We're talking about manly movies right now and stuff like that. Eddie Murphy, yep. Eddie Murphy made some pretty good movies.
Raw.
Raw?
Oh, no, that's his comedy.
Yeah.
Dang it.
I was thinking of
I see it, but I can't think of it. It had Judge Reinhold in it.
yeah. White Buffalo,
Well, that was a good one, too.
Dances with Wolves. Dang it, let's see. I'm thinking about getting it. Yeah, if you're fishing for king and tarpon, you don't need a 2-speed. I've done those with a single speed and just nailed them. Apocalypto was awesome. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot that one. Actually, I like watching that one. What's the other one that was in that time? 10,000 BC.
See, yeah, I was just about to say that one.
Yeah. Godfather and the Irishman. Yep. Yeah. Let's see.
What's that one? God damn it. Was that New York or something, like the city of New York? The one with Leo DiCaprio, where they have the New York gangs and stuff like that?
Oh, Gangs of New York.
Gangs in New York, yeah.
Yep. Gladiator 300. Yeah. Dang, you said that and I thought of another movie and I freaking forgot it. American Gangster.
American Me.
American Me. Yeah. Beverly Hills Cop. There you go.
Yeah,
You nailed it. Who got that? Brandon? Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Scarface. RoboCop. The original one.
Yeah.
Yep. American Me. Yep. Blow. Let's see.
Was the other one Johnny Briscoe or something like that?
Johnny Brasco.
Brasco.
Yep. Let's see. Cigar. And what else? American Ultra. Oh man, that Heat was an awesome movie. Yep, yep. Yes, sir, that it does, man. And actually, the deal with the scene where they're coming out of the bank, they actually learned that from the Marine Corps fire teams, how they aggress through dangerous passageways like that. They were taught by Marines how to do that scene. Cheech and Chong movies. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Man, I'm surprised nobody even said Porky's.
Porkies.
Or any of it.
Yep. Yeah, let's see. How about Lincoln Lawyer?
Matthew McConaughey, right?
Yeah, yeah. That one was pretty sweet. Oh, you know what I just saw the other day? God, the comedian from Liar Liar.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey in a serious movie, like straight serious. Not one time does he crack a joke or make a smile or anything through the whole movie. Short Circuit, awesome flick.
Yep.
Yep. Dang, what was that movie called?
Room. You talked about it yesterday too.
Yeah, I did. God, I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. It's on Amazon Prime. Johnny Five is alive. Yes, sir. Let's see. Hold on, I'm gonna check. I need to find this movie real quick. It's something. It's one of his new. I don't know if it's his newer
That's
work
one
or
of the
not.
older movies.
It is.
Yeah, about 5, 6, 7 years ago, something like that.
Hey, if y'all haven't seen the movie called The Tunnel, that one's pretty epic too. Where's that movie? How about The Punisher? Yeah. I like Jack Ryan too. What's that movie? Looking for it. Oh, The Last Castle. That one was sick. And I can't even find the movie now. What is it, 38 hours or 18 hours, something like that?
What?
The one about where they attack the embassy somewhere and they get left behind for a while?
Oh, shit. 36, I think, or 40?
All right, No Country for Old Men. How about that?
Number 23, or Dark Crimes.
Dark Crimes, there you go. Yeah, that one was pretty sick too. Let's see. Jim Carrey. No, it's called Dark Crimes. It's another one. That one's pretty sick. Let's see. The Zohan. Don't mess with the Zohan. Yep.
You know, I can admit, I like the Underworld movies.
Yeah, those are pretty good. The Underworlds. Anybody for that kind of music? Video.
Better than Team Jacob.
Damn, what'd you do to him, Jacob? He's been gunning for you. You owe him a beer or something?
2 beers.
Oh, he said 2 beers. Ouch. Later, John. You have a good one, boss. That was dirty. Resident Evil, yeah. Casino, yep. What was that other one I saw? That was another one. How about the one where they talk about Underworld is, dang, Jeff, you getting a koozie with red and pink daisies. Bronx Tale, yeah. De Niro, yep, big fan of De Niro as well. Bank Job, yeah, taxi driver.
Bank Job or the Italian job?
The Italian Job, something like that.
Okay. Even Transporter was good.
Huh?
Transporter?
Oh, the Transporters, yeah. I like those. Those are pretty good. Original. Bullet. That one's not ringing a bell.
Which one?
The Town. Bullet. That one's not ringing a bell. Yeah. Or what about the what's that one where they go into a cartel's house and steal everything from the cartel's house, and it was like hundreds of millions of dollars when they tried to fly out.